There have been grassroots efforts in almost every organized Jewish community around the world. The Bring Our Boys Back campaign through Twitter. Community relations councils have been tremendously active, so the press locally has reported on it with much significance, both in print and on the media, the e-blasts that are being sent out. So it's widely understood. I look at Facebook as well, and just about every local Jewish community is putting this at the forefront of their agenda.
And why do you think, on the other hand, this crisis has not been given a great deal of coverage by non-Jewish media outlets?
Well, I think it's just the media are concerned with what happens at the moment, and then they move on. What I will say is that it seems general media is obsessed with how Israel is trying to solve this problem by going into the West Bank, and there seems to be more focus on what we would see as a solution, which in the general media is probably seen as harassment.
Why do you think it is? Why do you think that sort of different perspective is taken by them?
I wish I had an answer. I don't have an answer. I don't know that the general media understands that these are not members of the military. These are not people in uniform. These are boys. These are civilians. And my understanding is one of them isn't even a resident of the West Bank.
Two of them actually aren't.
Okay, my apologies for that. So these are complete innocents in every way, and I think that's also lost on the mainstream media.
And this builds on to my next question, which is both the role of the Jewish media in the diaspora and their relationship with the Israeli media, because perhaps it's possible to say that the role that diaspora Jewish media plays is precisely that bridge between the Israeli perspective and mainstream media outside of Israel. How do you see that playing out at the moment? How is the relationship between both sides, both with the mainstream media outside of Israel and the Israeli media?
Well, at this point, I think it's been fairly minimal contacts. Specific journalists here have contacts with specific journalists in the United States. One of the outcomes we hope to see from this summit would be building those bridges between the diaspora, Jewish media, and journalists here in Israel, among ourselves and between ourselves. So it's wonderful to see all these people in the same place, and we ourselves, I think, from the ground up, want to build these relationships.
And what would be your vision, your plan for how do you think that could be, those kind of bridges could be built between Israeli media and Jewish media outside of Israel?
Well, I think there's two things we can do. First of all, American Jewish Press Association, we hope to launch an initiative to establish an international media Jewish association, which used to exist a generation ago, and we have the infrastructure to get that off the ground, and there seems to be very positive, very much enthusiasm here to put that together. And the other thing would be to see if we can formally organize relationships with Jewish media, ways we can cooperate, provide Israeli media with our coverage, Israeli media could provide our Jewish media with their coverage, and just grappling together on some of the challenges inherent in Jewish journalism, the ethical dilemmas, the Jewish values that we should be considering when we approach journalism.
Sounds very exciting. Thank you very much.